Hello, my beautiful vibrant energies. I am Vibrant V. Welcome to the channel. Hey guys, how you doing? So this is gonna be a reading for Sagittarius. My darlings, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, okay? If you're a cross watcher, you're also very welcome here, my darlings. If you're new to the channel, obviously please help by subscribing. That'd be really great. To help the channel grow, get messages out there, etc. Okay, my vibrant energies family, darlings, I hope you're doing okay. I'm trying to get straight into it because I'm just trying to be more mindful of the time, okay? So, guys, yeah, wherever you know that you have Sagittarius placed in your chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, you decide, okay? But seriously, only take what resonates and leave what doesn't, okay? Sagittarius, some of the channeled messages I have for you, my darlings, is that some of you guys might be experiencing a little bit of a burnout right now, and you need to kind of recharge, okay? It feels as if it's getting a bit too much for you a little bit, where it's going to impact your health just slightly, okay? Whether you're going to get more headaches, you're going to feel more tired, stuff like that, or maybe you have been and maybe you're coming out of that. Some of you guys, I do definitely feel and sense that for you. Some of you, sorry guys, I'm just going to kind of do the channeled messages ever so quickly, sorry. Some of you guys have, like, there's a gut feeling, right? So some of you guys are a little bit emotional or might be feeling some kind of anxiety, right? There's something about your emotions being provoked, but it's kind of like a cleansing. It's almost as if these emotions are rising to the surface to force you to reconsider, to take stock of, review, or whatever it may be that's going on in your life, or the, situations, things, people around, and things, places, and people around you, right? So I feel like it's an energy of whatever is impacting potentially your health is almost as if it's the universe saying to you, you need to stop and reconsider certain things. Sometimes we keep going until we reach the point of burnout because, we can do it. And Sagittarius, you got all that energy and you're just like, yeah, keep going, to the point where it's like maybe you've done so much, it's exhausting you, okay? Some of you guys, I strongly feel like it's going to be like in your head or your stomach, something more, anxiety and or headaches and stress, that type of thing, okay? Some of you guys might realize that you're getting neck ache, back pains and stuff like that as well. That's because of as much, you've been doing a lot, my darlings, okay? So some of you guys just need time to rest. The anxiety that you feel, and some of you could be from, sorry guys, I just realized I feel like I'm shouting. I'm just realizing I'm normally trying to shout and project my voice because the speaker is on my phone usually, but actually it's right here. So I don't have to be so loud about it, do I? No, I can calm down. Okay. And I catch myself running out of breath here a little bit, Sagittarius, just because I'm so eager to tell you the messages, so forgive me with that. Some of you guys, your nerves are either anxiety or it's excitement, okay? There's an element of something. It feels as if something's on the horizon for some of you guys. Others of you, I feel like you could be receiving, not others, but yeah, some of you guys could be receiving acts of kindness just randomly, just unexpectedly. When you're feeling low and just out of nowhere, you get someone random person who speaks to you, just has a moment with you, and it either kind of, if you're anything like me, it will cause you to cry, but like it's crying like, oh, thank you, universe. You sent this random person who said something really kind to me. I didn't expect it to happen. So Sagittarius, maybe some of you guys might have that kind of an encounter or experience. Doesn't have to be a stranger. It could just be a friend of yours reaching out to you, saying something nice or whatever, or saying, hey, let's go for, I don't know, pancakes. I like to say pancakes because I'm obsessed with pancakes. But yeah, well, actually I'm going through more of a seafood phase right now. Actually, it's not so much pancakes. It used to be. Yeah, so some of you guys, the message is, there's a message by Maya Angelou came to mind in the poet. Oh God, my language. Sorry guys, I apologize. Let me calm down. Maya Angelou, and Still I Rise, the poem that she wrote about that, right? So it's about overcoming, the challenges that you experience, etc. It's quite obvious in what is being in what's being said, my loves. But if not, go read the poem, or maybe you like to write down your feelings in the form of poetry. Some of you guys, maybe that's how you get through the pain, by documenting, noting stuff down. Or maybe you're making a wish list. Maybe that's more, it's kind of like, okay, yeah, I know how I feel, but let me do or note down things that I desire, or plans and aspirations and dreams and goals, so it can make you kind of focus more on like the future and what's positive. Okay, sorry guys. I feel like I'm preaching to you guys, but genuinely just channeled messages. Some of you guys are going to be either laughing at or laughing through the pain, okay? You can be laughing at something, maybe you're laughing at yourself because, yeah. Sometimes you realize you're just kind of putting too much on yourself and you need to calm down, and you just catch yourself like, what's wrong? Am I serious? Like, what's wrong with me right now? Not in like where you're beating yourself down, but genuinely just trying to, help yourself to lighten whatever energy that's trying to press you down a little bit. Some of you guys, there needs to be some kind of balance between your health, your wealth, your whatever it is that you're doing. I feel as if you need some kind of balance, but I feel as if the balance is saying, yes, you've done a lot of work, my darling. You've been active, you've been doing lots of physical things, but it feels as if the balance is that you need to kind of go and maybe take a walk in nature. Just relax, stroll by a lake or a pond or a river or something like that. Okay, just anything, just to just relax a little bit. Some of you guys are moving on and or moving away, okay? Whether you're changing homes, address, something like that, or you're moving on from something or someone, all right? Some of you guys, there's an energy here of an empress and of a queen. But while I wrote those down, for some reason, my eye caught the word vagabond. So I don't know if there's an energy of like there's a third party. I don't know if there's like a third party energy here with some of you guys. And maybe, I don't know, somebody doesn't feel so good as part of that group or something. But vagabond is kind of giving me the energy of, I want to say like homeless people. Sorry, forgive me. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you're helping homeless people, something like that. Or people who have less than you or on, what's the word? People who need your help. Maybe, right? If it's not the case, maybe you're the one who needs help, and in this scenario, you might be the vagabond. I'm sorry, darlings. I don't mean it in the literal terms, but there's something about that came up, and it was kind of like not feeling you 100% or something like that. Okay. Somebody is going to be crash landing onto you, my darling. And so really what I get is it just reminds me of when you say it's like falling in love effectively, right? But also it gives me a scenario, when you just accidentally bump into something or something, perhaps. Careful of you stubbing your toe, that's annoying. But it's the energy of when you just bump into somebody or something unexpected happens with a person. It's kind of like, whoa, okay, like a random scenario. Again, it could just be your friend who's reaching out to you, say something, kind and offering you to go somewhere. Some kind of invite or positive words of, affirmation, or maybe they'll be like, all right, listen, you've been in whatever attitude or funk you've been in for a little while. We're going to come over as a group and come cheer you up or something, whatever that looks like for some of you guys, okay? But yeah, in terms of the bumping into you, maybe it's, there is somebody, I don't know, in your neighborhood, someone local to you, there's some kind of like when you kind of like bump into people's shoulders and it's just like, oh, I'm really sorry. And then you catch each other's eyes and you have a moment of, oh, hi, hello, that type of thing. Well, if you're anything like me, you immediately get kind of like, oh, hey. You don't say it to the person, but that's how you be thinking. So yeah, you might just have like a little brief encounter like that might make you giggle. Some of you guys, there's something here about an introvert and an extrovert. So perhaps that might be a way to see, because Sagittarius, some of you guys, and I can't say all of you guys are all the same, right? But some of you guys might be more, the extrovert character or the more fun, appearing so, right? While the person that you're dealing with can come across more introverted. But also it gives me a sense of, it's not just about, introvert and extrovert, but it's more about there could be a dynamic difference between how you and someone else expresses your feelings. So somebody could be quite extrovert in how they feel. So when they feel and think something, they'll tell you, they'll say it. Whereas someone's more introvert and might kind of internalize and try and figure it out within themselves, whatever. So whatever that's looking like, unless this is talking about you knowing when and how to have that balance, my darlings, okay? Knowing when to extrovertly express what you say, what you are feeling, or maybe you kind of need to realize, hey, I've been saying, everything that I feel every 5 seconds to people. I probably need to calm it down and kind of, keep within myself a little bit more, or reflect within myself more. So you guys decide where you land on that, unless it's two different people or, yeah, a few other people, right? Oh, goodness me, guys, so much for timing, right? But hey, so Prince of Wands came out, which could represent yourself, my darlings. You are, this is fire sign energy, Leo, Aries, Sag. We also have you right smack bang in the middle of the reading, and I absolutely love that for you. This gives me a sense of you healing perhaps as well. Some of you guys are actually taking that relevant action to heal yourselves. Some of you guys are doing this with the High Priestess energy, that Cancerian energy, more so in terms of your spirituality and like more an internal nurturing. That's kind of the energy that I feel for some of you, okay? Some of you though, this is giving me a scenario of, give me a second, sorry darlings. Okay, hold on. Okay, So some of you guys, maybe in a more recent, but with the Prince of Wands, this is what I was talking about before, feeling like you've done a lot of things, right? That's the Page of Wands energy more than anything else. So it's kind of like ideas have been sparked within you in the more recent past, or communication or something. It instigated an interest or inspiration with you, and you kind of maybe took the relevant action, or you've been doing that. But I feel like in the present energy, it's almost as if you're now hold on, sorry. Let me explain this properly. So really what I feel like, okay, forgive me, and I'm going to say this in a way that might sound a little offensive. I don't mean it that way, but like when you have the childlike energy of inspiration and joy and everything, you just kind of want to act out your desires and the things that you want and etc., right? You go like just straight for it without thinking too much, too deeply. You just take the relevant actions. Here with you though, Sagittarius, with that energy, that fire energy still, it's just a little bit more patient. It's a little bit more, it takes its time a little bit more differently, or there's an awareness of, as much as I'm taking quick action with this thing, it's not going to be as quick. The outcome may not be as quick as I desire, right? So there's going to be exercising of patience here. All right. Woo. So of the other fire signs, for example, you've got Aries who just rush forward without thinking necessarily, or they analyze it so quickly, it looks like they're not thinking, right? Then you've got Leo who's going to be a little bit more considerate in what their intentions are, etc., and how they're going to go about that. You, Sagittarius, might even take just a little bit longer than that, right? Just if we're doing gradients of action or reaction. Not saying it's that's the be all or end all, but just I hope that analogy made some kind of sense to you guys, yeah? So it's more an energy of, okay, so you have been taking action before, very in that childlike, youthful, joyful, light-hearted energy. And just been getting on. I like this energy because it's almost as if, when you have a team and you have a group of people and you want to get stuff done, you do really need someone who's going to be that person who kind of leads it and who's excited and drives the project forward initially, okay? But they kind of need that long-term energy and, couple it with a little bit of earth is what I would say, I would say here, just go with me on this. Couple it with a little bit of earth just to kind of make sure all the things are, kind of done and okay. It materializes and it lasts is the point I'm saying, whereas fire can burn out is the point I'm making, okay. Right. Ooh, let's get some more cards out for you guys. So yeah. The High Priestess though, I feel like I said, your spirituality, your intuition. Some of you guys, this is about you reflecting on your emotions coming up. There might be something that you do in a way where I feel as though it's almost like silencing the things and people around you, but it's like having time alone. This is almost like the hermit, right? To me, in just the way that she's by herself and she's it's almost like she's gone off from everybody. She's broken away from everybody, and she's kind of found the rock. She's found this little place between these rocks here, right? But everyone else is kind of like on the other side of the rocks. They don't know where she is. So she's taken some time out just to kind of be by herself and like really empower herself by the power of the moon almost. You know what I mean? But the moon represents our emotions, our subconscious. So there could be some, going alone to do stuff yourself. But there's like I don't know. I'm getting an energy of a rebirth with it, right? But it's not necessarily that. It's an energy of, it's almost like the owning and the acceptance of, right, how you feel, what you're emotionally connected to or value, or what you sense as well. Some of you guys, that's what I feel here. It's the hermit, but the hermit without it being sad and having to go through all those challenges and the woe is me. Well, okay, not woe is me, but you know what I mean, like that energy. Here I feel this just feels very powerful. It's almost as if you're uplifting your own self or your own emotions, but it's like through spiritual downloads and pouring in, right? Okay, you guys know what I'm trying to say without using correct words. Yeah, so look, this is exactly what I was talking about. You guys have been working hard. This is why you need to recharge. It's been burnout. Look at you here carrying these 10 of Wands. In this energy as well, kind of being this excitable young person, not the young person, but you know what I mean, the energy of, okay? It's the whole, it's exciting. I'm doing it. I'm getting it done. And I'm using all the energy that I have. But some of that energy, I think, has burnt out a little bit here. And you do need, with this, again, this is a restorative energy here for me, right? This card is a card of healing too. Look at her mixing up her potions. It could be medicines and medicating yourself. Now, if you're anything like me, you try to avoid that at all costs. But some of you guys might actually be, if you're not taking medication, you're just utilizing different ways of healing yourself, okay? Yeah. I'm not the smartest person when it comes to healing myself. I'll be honest. When it comes to like medicines, is what I say. I'll tell you why, guys. I will have a cold or a headache, and I'll just pray to to get through it. And I say pray. I'm not necessarily praying to get through it, but I'm hoping that I'm talking to myself, trying to like release whatever is tensions that's within me. I'm drinking water. I'm being mindful what I eat in the day and things like that. So I'm kind of like, okay, over time, this headache's gonna go because the body heals itself. As far as I'm concerned, it will get over it. Not realizing, okay, I'll have the headache for like 3 days or something, and it's like, okay, well, and someone will say to me, well, have you tried? Are you taking what are you taking for it? I'm like, nothing. They're like, you're an idiot. Take some paracetamol or something. I'm like, oh yes, that stuff that people pop every 5 seconds like it's it's sweets. And I'm surrounded by people who love to medicate themselves, but I'm so the opposite. So yeah, some of you guys, that might be a struggle for you. So you utilize alternative methods of healing yourself, perhaps. Okay. And that's all fine. The thing is, there's no right or wrong. It's just whatever works for you. I personally just, I like to let my body try and figure it out as much as possible. The Nine of Swords. Okay, but so you guys may have some genuine concerns about your health or your health. Headaches, my darlings. Look at this. So yeah. So some of you guys definitely, listen, don't overthink it, my babes. If you need to kind of medicate, do it. If you need to, if it really is that sort of thing. Some of you guys, I don't know. This one's giving me very strong splitting headache. Just drink water, darlings. Very much hydrate and rest. I feel like you may need rest. Some of you guys might not be sleeping very well because you're doing so much. Possibly you're burning yourself out to the point where, when you miss your sleep threshold. For those of you who understand what I'm trying to say, there's a sweet spot that if you catch your sleep, when you're tired and you go to bed, that's the sweetest sleep you're going to have because you caught it your sleep, I don't know the correct terminologies in this moment for it, but you caught yourself at the right time to go to sleep and have a great sleep. But others of you, because you're doing so many different things, you might burn yourself out and actually miss your sleep threshold, therefore meaning that you don't get the quality sleep that you need, effectively making you wake up tired, having headaches, feeling, dehydrated, all these different types of things. A little bit more groggy and frustrated as well for some of you, all right? So yeah, honeys, look after yourselves. Lay down these burdens, my babes. The world's not gonna end if you just lay down some of your burdens, okay, hon? Or maybe you need to get some help, it looks like. I feel like you're doing all of this on your own. Exactly, my darling. Yeah, you're probably going to need to reach out for some help. It could be via the form of a Capricorn, or it's just, structuring. Capricorn or a father as well, because it's a Saturn energy father figure. Or yeah, some kind of family, family member as well. Hold on a second. Oh gosh, there's something else that came to mind with this, but I instantly forgot that. Forgive me, my darlings. So, right. Okay. Some of you guys, I'm feeling the energy here where it's like, you're going to be conflicted as to, I feel it's almost like sharing yourself and sharing your emotions or being emotionally open. Yeah. Okay. Some of you Sagittariuses, I just feel as though it goes back to the concept of what I was talking about, being that person who's kind of extrovert and sharing your opinions and speaking, etc. Right? Being quiet, vocal about certain things, whatever's going on, how you feeling, thinking, what you're doing, all of that. But I feel as though you're going to be torn between, once you've done some kind of inner healing, reflection, or whatever it is, or kind of managed the physical burnout that you're having right now, my loves, I feel as though it's kind of like you're not going to be, or you're going to juggle. Okay, how to explain it? It's balance and cooperation, right? But it's also like negotiating and communicating here a little bit is what I feel. It's not saying that the cards are communication, because I'm just seeing like the number 2 for representing the High Priestess, and then we've got 2 of Pentacles. So it's cooperation, it's balance, negotiating, being flexible to the needs of other people, kind of thing. A little, like it's just balance, effectively. Okay, but it feels as though you're gonna be deciding whether or not to open up. I want to say, some of you guys, yes, whether or not to open up in terms of your emotions and sharing that whole introvert extrovert concept, right? So before I say everything, but nowadays, or coming up, I'm gonna kind of hush. I'm gonna keep calm and keep quiet a little bit here, is what I get. You know what? Can I just pull some cards for the Two of Pentacles here, please? Because why is this? What is this balance that we need to... What is this? For Sagittarius. And then we can round it up a little bit. The Five of Wands, the Chariot, honey. And then the Seven of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck is Nine of Pentacles. Okay, good. So you're going to be feeling stronger and confident within yourself, no problem. Yeah, I like it. Stable kind of individual is what I get for here, right? Oh, yeah. Guys, you could be dealing with a Cancer as well. Okay, whew. Definite. There's a strong introvert extrovert energy here for me. That's so interesting. Oh, honeys. Or like an internal external expression of self. Yeah. Okay. Some of you guys, okay, this is what this is feeling like. It feels as though here, Sagittarius, you're having a strong sense of peace of what's coming up for you. You have a strong sense of peace in terms of isolation at this time, right? It feels like everything you're doing is on your own. You're kind of healing yourself, or you have anxieties and some concerns and worries. Things aren't great, it's not a fairy tale thing here for you, but there's a strength in that, right? Is what I feel. I feel like you're really trying to just like do and not overthink. But you are unfortunately going to be like, the universe is going to force that upon you because you've been doing so much. We've said that already, fine. And then you're going to need to balance like what needs doing and how to go about doing certain things. Crumbs, oh gosh. Yeah, and it is isolation. That's what I was talking about over here, because there's a conflict, or you feel as though perhaps the reason it looks like you might be doing some of the things that you're doing, Sag, is because there's a lot of conflict with people around you. I think either they're right. All right, Sagittarius, either you're fighting to get attention or to stand out or to take the lead, or maybe someone feels that way with you. It's kind of like maybe somebody could be competing for your affection and attention because they see that you are spiritually inclined and more of an introverted person when it comes to sharing your emotions or feelings, perhaps. But it's like you stand out. There's something about you that there is a sense of strength and authority. Like you have a strong sense of will is what I feel that you have, right? You're guided by your will, but I feel as though somebody around you doesn't quite know how to... It's like they want to stand out from everyone else because they see you as kind of like a leader or something. But you're not, what's the word? Okay, hold on. I think somebody is, okay, so some of you, sorry, the message has kind of stopped me here a little bit, because the message I'm feeling for some of you is that somebody sees that you might be trying to balance, right? Whatever's going on with you, or maybe they're trying to, right, they see that you're trying to have your own balance, fine, no problem. But this person, I feel, is it wants to come towards you, but they're balancing that because they're scared that your emotions might be a little bit more rocky right now. They basically, what it is, there's just a lack of not understanding or not knowing how you think and feel. But I think this person is a little bit afraid that, your feelings or emotions might be a little bit, like that kind of thing. Sorry. Forgive my stupidity and how I'm trying to express this. And they're conflicted as to how to, like, they're afraid that if they disturb your peace, perhaps it might cause some kind of issue for them. I think that's their concern here. But they desperately want to, if you know this person, they want to drive to your house. They want to come to meet you. They want to move towards you in some way, shape, or form. That's what's happening here, my darling. But you or this person might just be having a time out kind of thing, just kind of resting, having a sense of peace and recuperation is the energy that I feel. Okay, right, Sagittarius, clearly we're going through a recuperative vibe right now, my darlings. Seven of Wands. Ooh, Nine of... Oh, we do have a mix of cards. Okay. Oh, the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, well, I mean, I would explain that. Sorry. And then the Star. Yeah, honey, it's okay. So, oh, Some of you guys, you have big hopes and dreams. They might not be going exactly as planned. You got the Nine of Cups in the reverse here, my darlings. The Fool in the reverse. Honey, why are we all in the... No? No? Okay, I'm going to leave that because that's going to open up a whole different kettle of fish here. And honestly, babes, timing is of the essence. It has already been of the essence and I've just gone on far too long. Right, the Seven of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Star, darlings. Yeah, okay, yeah. It's exactly what I've been saying, Sagis. You felt like you needed to do certain things on your own. For whatever reason, you've chosen that. I think it's because you felt maybe attacked by other people or backed into a corner or feeling like you had no other choice but to do what you have to do alone. That's literally what it feels like. The Nine of Pentacles, I think that possibly maybe knocked your stability or your confidence for just a little while. Or maybe in the present energy. Maybe that's the healing that you're going from it. And the burnout is maybe constantly having to defend yourself, stand up for yourself, or like do for yourself. And you're tired, you're exhausted with this Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. You do need to have some you time to I want to say, I was going to use the word indulge, but I don't mean it like that because I'm not promoting indulgence in that kind of way. But look at her in the upright. It's so calming, like having time alone. You know when you just have your I've always wanted this, right, guys? I'm very like, yeah. I've wanted, you know, when you have your, you know, your room. We live in the UK. The houses are small as hell. So truth be told, it's really hard to get this kind of concept materialized unless you have like loads and loads and loads of money. And you know, we can evidently see I'm not rich, right? So in the, yeah, I want like a bedroom where like it's huge enough that you can have a shade long or like one of those little sofa chairs where you just, yeah, exactly like this, effectively near the window, and you just get to like relax and read your book and, you know, just have that. Now I've created a different version of that for my own self, but it's just the space isn't as big and as wonderful as this. Or maybe some of you guys are doing this in your garden, or you need to. Maybe that's the point here, right? Because it's in the reverse. I feel as though this is what you're needing, and I think some of you guys are actually doing that. And as a result of the Star, I love this because Temperance to me and the Star, depending on what, you know, what the cards are representing more, so are cards of healing anyway. Okay, so especially this. I mean, it just okay. How to explain? Sorry. It's the combination of the card and the energies on the energy of the reading for me, yeah. So it really feels like it's just you like realizing you know this already, and you pulling from the universe, like I said, pouring into yourself on a spiritual level here. It's like you're, yeah. Oh, that's so beautiful. I love this. Oh God. Oh honey. Yeah, so you just believe in like an infinite abundance, that the universe has all the things that you need for it. You know, you're trusting the universe. You're just guided, you're spiritually guided, emotionally guided, whatever it is looking like, honey, you got this, is my point. Okay. And whatever it is that you're doing, maybe you're doing some things quietly, secretly, bigger picture goals here, my darlings. I feel it's gonna materialize for you, but you're gonna need to take some I feel you might need to challenge yourself a little bit more boldly, something like that, to invest. Does that make sense? I feel like you might be, some of you guys, when it comes to like your actual achievements on a deeper, like, you know, on a bigger picture scale, I think there might just be some internal conflict there for you. You do trust that the universe has an abundance, but I do think maybe sometimes, you know, when we just have those limiting beliefs and it just kind of like makes us feel like, oh God, I got to compete against this, that, the other, you know, all of these different things I've got to do to, you know, to stand out or to whatever, to thrive in this industry. Maybe some of you guys are having a little bit of a challenge with that, okay? But you're doing good, babes. Or maybe you'll think of an alternative way of approaching things. Right. Some of you guys, messages for you. They won't always understand your actions, but if your motive is right, keep going. There you go. Focus on what is going well. We attract more of what we think. Yeah. So Sagittarius, if you're having any kind of attitudes or things aren't working well for you and that's what you're seeing in your environment, perhaps it's a mentality shift there as well, okay? Which will naturally shift your energy and shift the actions that you take as well. So, yeah. Or, yeah. Sometimes personalities clash, take a step back. Oh, yeah. This extrovert, introvert energy might be more of a clash for some of you guys, and it might be time to let go of toxic people, places, or things. Yeah. Honey, you are doing this. That's what I feel. That's what I felt like this whole reading was about this whole entire time here. I hope that was helpful to you, Saggies. Yeah, I don't know. Feel empowered, my darlings. And just, yeah, this is looking good for you. If it's difficult because the energies can, you know, change minute to minute and all of that, right? But if things persist and continue as they are, you know, as you are right now, but you're doing it, you know, in a healthy vein, I do feel like you're gonna receive some kind of whatever that stability is and that wish fulfillment. You're gonna get that. Like, that's what's coming up for you. That's what you're working towards. That's what I feel like this is all a build up of. So the anxiety or the excitement that you're having is a build up of, you know, towards the bigger picture or the things that you're working on in a different kind of way. Honeys, that was wonderful. Okay, well, I wish you the best with whatever's going on, Sagittarius. Cross watchers as well. Thank you so much for your time, my loves. But yeah, please like and subscribe if you've lasted this long. Good kudos to you, babes. And I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.